This week is especially holy for all Boholanos. It's because for the first time in history, the bishops of the Philippines, members of the CBCP, have come together here in our beloved province for their retreat and plenary assembly. The bishop's decision to come to Bohol is not just for a change in venue. It is deeply symbolic. It reflects the very way of Jesus, who in his earthly ministry did not stay in one place, as we hear in today's gospel. He moved from village to village, from mountain to seaside, from synagogue to home, always seeking to be close to his people. Like Jesus going to Galilee, where faith was simple but strong, the bishops come to Bohol, a land known not just for its beauty and hospitality, but even more for its deep faith in God. To our dear bishops and Synodal delegates, maadjong pag-abot. Welcome to Bohol. Ang mga bulanon sa tibuok kalibutan, apil ang tuwa sa langit, nagsadya sa dakong pagmaya nga niamo sa amo. Boholanos all over the world, even those in heaven, are rejoicing that you are here. Indeed, we are deeply honored that the Lord has led you here, especially in this Jubilee year of hope. It is a year that reminds us, even when things feel dark or uncertain, God is always at work, guiding His people, especially through His bishops. To my fellow Boholanos, thank you for opening your hearts as well as your wallets and taking part in warmly welcoming our bishops and synodal delegates. They will have the chance to see the chocolate hills, stroll through the mirror of the world, and enjoy a meal on the Lobok River cruise. But lest we forget, their primary reason for being here is to pray, to reflect, and discern. So please keep them in your prayers. Ask the Lord to renew their strength and fill them with wisdom and courage for the mission ahead. Ang atong mga obispo baya, nagsakripisyo sa pagbantay, pagpalambo ug paggiya kanato, balusan nato ang ilang kaayo, pinaagi sa atong mga pag-ampo. Today's readings bring us face to face with the reality of a broken world, a world familiar to us as shepherds. We see in Genesis a city gripped by sin, and in Matthew, the difficult path of following Jesus without guarantees of comfort. And yet, through both, God offers us reasons to hope. Allow me then, my dear friends, to briefly speak on 3 points that can help sustain our hope, even in the face of conflict and moral crisis. First, hope in God's mercy. In our first reading, Abraham negotiates with God over the fate of Sodom. What's striking is not only Abraham's boldness, but also God's response. Each time, the Lord agrees to spare the city for the sake of even a few righteous. What we understand here is a God who is not quick to destroy, but patient, searching, and willing to relent. Our world today, like Sodom, is marked by corruption, violence, and deep inequality. Even within our own country, we face the wounds of political polarization, moral compromise, and economic disparity. And yet, we do not preach doom. Why? It's because our God is not only just, He is merciful. God's justice is also mercy. As bishops, priests, and lay leaders, we often carry the burden of seeing the bigger picture, such as the fracturing of communities, the disillusionment of youth, the exploitation of the poor. But Genesis reminds us that God looks for even the few, the faithful remnant, to justify His mercy. So, my dear friends, we continue to hope because God's justice is soaked in mercy. Second, hope in the power of intercession. Abraham did not just accept what was coming. He stood in the breach. He pleaded with God. This is what the church is called to do, to intercede, to bring before the Lord the names and faces of those who are struggling, those who have lost their way, and those to whom the world has given up on. To our dear lay faithful, remember, your intentions matter. Your rosaries, novenas, vigils, your prayers with grieving families. These are not just acts of piety. They are spiritual lifelines for a hurting world. To our bishops and priests, when we offer the Mass, when we kneel in prayer for our people, when we speak prophetically on behalf of the poor and the voiceless, we become part of that sacred tradition of pleading with God not to give up on the city, the nation, and the people. And we need this intercession more than ever. The world today is bleeding and our country is struggling. Let the church be found on its knees, not in fear, but in hope. So we continue to hope because intercession is powerful and we are never helpless in prayer. Finally, hope in the grace of discipleship. In the gospel, Jesus' words are sharp and unsettling. Foxes have dens, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. Let the dead bury their dead. These are not polite invitations. They are radical calls. Why is this message hopeful? Because Jesus speaks honestly about the cost of discipleship, yet He invites us into something far greater than security. He calls us into a shared journey of radical trust. For many of us in ministry, the cost of discipleship is real. Some of us have faced betrayal, burnout, or financial burdens. Many of our lay leaders serve without pay or recognition. Many priests feel tired, alone, or misunderstood. And yet we continue. Why? It's because we are not chasing perks. We are following a person. Hope endures not because life is easy, but because Christ walks ahead of us. He does not promise security, but He promises Himself. So, my dear friends, we continue to hope because even when discipleship is costly, it is the path to true life. Brother bishops, Synodal delegates, dear friends, may we leave this gathering in Bohol renewed not just in strategy, but in the spirit of Christian hope, which is stronger than death, deeper than sin, and more enduring than all the brokenness of this world. May the first martyrs of the Holy Roman Church pray for us, and may Our Lady of the Assumption, patroness of this church, walk with us on this journey of hope.